This is where we camped for the last 2 nights. We boondocked. There's a little stream behind us.
I was just saying to Rick, one thing that I really like about being out here and making videos, I think...
Hey, you want to do a cheese omelet?
Yeah.
Grab some cheese.
Okay. Let me finish typing this. One thing I like about being out here is I'm hoping that I can inspire other women to come out here, that it's doable. It's very, very doable. And, you know, sometimes things are a little scary, but that's one thing with Rick. I'm never, well, that's not true. I am afraid, even with Rick, but Rick pushes me
To get past it.
he just pushes me to a boundary that I would not go to without him. And you know, it's funny. He said his previous wife said the same thing. And I said, that's a compliment to him, because we feel safe with him. So we're willing to push ourselves. And his previous wife has passed away. What was it, 9 years ago, Rick?
Almost 9. It'll be 9 this December.
And I'm a widow for 10 years, and we don't try to replace each other's spouses because we know it's impossible. And we don't want to. We don't want to forget who we were with because we loved them dearly. So.
If you are recently widowed, one of the things I'd like to say to you is that when you're starting to think about relationships or entering into a relationship with someone new, even if they talk about their deceased spouse a lot, don't take it as a threat, because they're no longer here, so they can no longer be a threat. They're only a memory.
A pleasant memory that you can carry with you.
Right.
Because we look at it like it's another chapter of the book.
Right.
Yeah. So I want to add to that a little bit, since we're talking about the widow thing. I mean, I was with my husband for 33 years. I never thought I would find somebody else. I really wasn't looking. The first couple years was just such deep mourning. And I think it was maybe, 6 years into it that I was even open to meeting anybody. And I met Rick. And Rick is not Dave, my husband. He's completely different. In some ways they're the same, but, you know, they're both different. And, you know, Rick's got talents that Dave didn't, and Dave had talents that Rick didn't. And, I don't know. I try not to say, oh, well, Dave do this. And he tries not to say, well, Erica did this. And I think it's important for our kids to know that I am not replacing their mother. And Rick is not replacing their father. And we're just the next chapter to it. You agree, Rick?
Yep, that's true. I'm not that person, I'm me.
So if you are a widow and thinking that life is over, I would say it's not. Now, does it mean it's going to be the exact same? No, absolutely. Why would it be? You're with a different person. Of course it's going to be different. And there's, like anything else, there's going to be good times and bad times. But, you know, I think communication is the key, as long as you communicate and work it out. And sometimes you got to just change your expectations. You know, maybe your new spouse, I don't know, isn't as affectionate or isn't, I don't know, I'll pick something on me. Maybe isn't as great as a cook. But you sacrifice, you make do. Or you could just remain and stay alone. We chose not to. I don't regret it. I'm glad that we made this decision. How about you back there?
Yes, I'm same way.
Can you say it into the camera so we can actually hear you? No regrets?
No regrets.
Yeah.
It doesn't do any good to have regrets. You can't change the past.
Mm-hmm. So I think what I'm trying to do is encourage people who are married and are widowed to they can still move on and create a very, very good chapter in the story of their life. It's just a new chapter with a different character. And Rick is certainly a character. Right, Rick?
Right.